guys, Mark here. Well, it appears I'm finally going to do it. I was all set to do another backpack, and then I went, the weather is looking great for at least the next 3 or 4 days. I mean, for September, late September, that's pretty awesome. So I went to go and book the other backpack, and then I went, well, let's just see if Floe Lake's open. Sure enough, it was open. So yeah, I mean, that's what I mostly care about is Floe Lake. I've seen the other 3 campgrounds. I've seen other chunks of the trail, but mostly I care about Floe Lake. That's the one I hadn't seen. I want to see that in good weather. So here I am, last second, basically. Already, I managed to get bookings everywhere I wanted, right? I don't even have to cheat or go to Helmet Ocker or any of that. I can just do the classic Rockwall, which is pretty sweet. All right, Kootenay National Park. I am here, Floe Lake Trailhead. So go up here, that'll be day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then out. I haven't left myself a whole lot of time. The only thing about this time of year is a lot less daylight. But should be able to pull it off. I mean, tomorrow I can hang out at Floe Lake a little bit and just kind of enjoy it and that sort of thing. It is kind of cool. I have been pretty much annihilating Kootenay and Yoho National Park this year, this month even. I mean, I'm really doing a lot of backpacking this month. I had the opportunity, so just one after the next after the next. All right, let's go figure this out. Being lightweight in borderline winter when you really feel like you could get a foot of snow at any time is tough. I've got my old tent. I got my big sleeping bag. Yeah, I still feel like I'm lighter weight than I was last year at this time, but yeah. Well, this parking lot is packed, of course. Yeah, it's time to do a 700-meter climb. This is a big day, and I only have about 6.5 hours until sunset, so definitely be putting in some work today, that's for sure. Forest fire went through here in 2003. Pretty good regrowth for 21 years, down here at least. Thick, tons of trees. Yeah, not bad at all. It's nice too. I should be on pretty much nice trail for most of this backpack. I still have a lot of crap left over from my bushwhacking 6 days doing the GDT section C. So, or is it D? God, why can't I get that in my head? Anyhow. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Nice. The water is an amazing color. Look at that. Oh, excellent. Wow. Not bad at all, man. I think these are probably some of the best views I get for the next 2 to 3 hours. This is Floe Creek. I think I'm gonna cross it in about 50 meters here, and then it'll be time for a break. Pretty good push for the, pretty good warm up, I'd say. Nice. In good shape. The cables are a nice touch. All right, this is my valley. I'm gonna walk up, I believe. And over here we got a nice little spot to sit. So perfect. I think they probably made this out of scrap parts from the bridge or from an old bridge. Beautiful spot to chill out a little bit, gotta say. About that time of year too, right? A lot of things are yellow. Okay, it's apparently moderate climbing now. This is not the tough stuff. The tough stuff is, you know, a few kilometers before the lake. But I mean, basically, I've hardly done any climbing so far, so I'll get her started. Alrighty, climbed up somewhat, and now you can see and hear the highway perfectly. Let's keep climbing, and now we're actually going away from that noise, so I actually don't mind this too much because I can see my progress. All right, there's the bridge. The other thing that happened on this trail, that happened on the Numa Trail, was after the forest fire, avalanches took all the trees down to the creek, making quite the spectacle. I mean, how is that ever going to get cleaned up? Like, what will happen to that? What will it look like in 50 years? Anyway, trail is actually trending down a little bit. So sad. I don't want that. You can see there, we are starting to get into this valley though, and that's nice. This trail is only 10.5 kilometers, man. This is not much for kilometers for distance. It is all about that climb. All about that climb. It is snowing white crap. Not sure how well you can see it, but this white stuff here is blowing big time. I don't know what this looked like before, but one thing about this forest fire is, I mean, the avalanches have cleared all the trees down there, and now this is completely beautiful hike. I mean, my God. The forest fire in this case may have actually improved things. This is really quite awesome. One last look back. A little perspective, I'll zoom in here. Should be able to see those hikers walking along. I thought it was actually trending downward from here to here, but actually it looks like I've climbed a little. Should get a nice view coming around this corner, and I keep waiting for the ball to drop. I mean, we're actually getting not far away from this creek now. I have to say, this thing is getting pretty cool. This is why this trail is called the Rockwall. It seems like this stuff, you were hiking along it the whole time. All right, the ball's still not dropping. You can see around there. So I keep waiting. At some point, I'm gonna start climbing like a bat out of hell. I know that. Wow, this is pretty cool. All right. At this moment, this thing does a pointless down and up. So you go down and then you go up the trail up over there. End up with a net loss. Oh. Well, I just went through a pretty interesting section actually. A lot of rock and junk. I've been running into more day hikers than anything else. When you're a backpacker, I find I don't really think about any of my backpacks in terms of day hiking. But yeah, Floe Lake is obviously a pretty popular one. All right, still going here. Let's see what's up over this rise here. Where's the trail? I don't even know. I can't see it anywhere. Beautiful, man. Man, oh man. And just snowing the white stuff, just absolutely snowing. I don't know how well you can see it, but I got to talk about the white stuff again. I've never seen it this thick. It really is something. All the fireweed just releasing all its crap. Not even that much of a breeze right now. I'm gonna break before I hit the switchbacks, which I think happens in about 300 meters. I checked my elevation on my phone and I'm at 1655, so just over 300 meters gained. So it's a good way to just kind of measure your, at least I got 300 meters done over the last like 7.5 kilometers, right? For this no doubt big climb, which I'm gonna have, I'm sure, several breaks during. Well, I'm sure I've run into 30 day hikers in the last half hour, 45 minutes. It's like going to Canadian Lake on the Berg Lake Trail. If you want to be by yourself, this is not the trail for you. Not at all. Wasn't this nice? Not bad. There hasn't been that much stuff down across the trail. There is sawdust from this year. I mean, 21 years since the forest fire, and they still have to probably come through 2 or 3 times a year to try and keep it pretty clear of trees, Rocks and trees and stumps, and I hope this is not what this, yeah, look at all this. I hope this is not what the trail is going to be like for 400 meters of climb. Well, happy to say the trail is a lot better now. Looks like there's actually a tree up across it there. Got this nice little rock, which is a perfect bench. 1,734 meters right now. Every switchback brings me higher, and there's a bunch of them. Showing just over 1,800 meters right now. Here's a crappie one. I'll have to take my bag off. Well, maybe I can crawl with the bag on. Wow. There's the trail. Starting to get a real nice look at some of these glaciers now. Oh, they're getting... How many years do you think these things got left? 5? 10? Not too many. One over there. Who knows? Put this on YouTube. YouTube's still around in 10 years. Maybe someone will come and comment and say that all these glaciers are gone. Showing about 1,900 meters. Finally getting to an area that has not been affected by the fire. which is kind of nice, I guess. Showing 1988. I got a couple more switchbacks left. Good, because I'm getting tired. Phew. Okay. I think finally I've crested that bad boy. Probably should have taken another break in there, but pushing, trying to get it. Yeah, I'm finally leveling out. Phew. Larches, larches, larches. Oh, I'm so glad the fire didn't get up here. Awesome. Awesome. Why number 12? Let's go see this lake before the sun goes away. Oh, it looks beautiful. Just as awesome as described. Look at that. Glaciers, little glaciers all on the lake. Pretty sweet. All right, gonna walk around the lake. Gotta say, this site is big and almost like confusing. Just wandering around, I didn't think I'd be running into the cabin. Ridiculous. Get out here. 10 more years, who knows what these glaciers will look like. Get out here. Sheesh. Hey, you know, might as well. Look at the tack shed. The tack shed is as well constructed as the cabin. Big logs. Wow. Didn't spare too many expenses for that one. Okay. Old cabin, old tack shed. It's falling over now. That's about the nicest tack shed I've ever seen. That is pretty sweet. Looks like it was built maybe in the last 10 years at most. Very nice. This thing is really divided in two. So I'm here. I was eating down here, of course, right? This is not the food cache anymore. The food cache is probably about here-ish. And so up here, there's another eating area, but I'm getting the sense that no one uses that, and probably all this, no one uses that. I'm camped up in this bunch. Anyway, I actually came down here because someone said there was a creek. And yeah, right by the cabin. It's a better water source than the lake would be, so why not? Yeah, it's a nice water source. How neat is that? Cool. I'm gonna walk further down along the lake. Why the hell not? Oh, there's that creek going down beside the cabin. There's a bit of a stream of stuff going through here. And now here's another one. I keep finding water sources for this lake. It's pretty well fed. And then on the other side, you got all these glaciers too. And there's a view that most people don't get. These peaks. Very nice. Well, I'm gonna walk down here and see if I can, kind of looks like kind of opens up there for a bit of a thing. Maybe see up to Numa Pass. I know from Numa Pass you have like this glorious view of this lake apparently. Well, can't say, certainly interesting rocks along here. Yet another water source. Oh, these larches. This is kind of a flat spot, kind of a bench in here. I think I might work my way up into that. Just see if there's anything interesting. I wouldn't have been surprised to find like some old trapper's cabin or something up here. This looks like just up there, that looks like a great spot for a cabin. Water coming down here even in mid-September, right? Amazing view. Holy crap, look at this view. Oh, sheesh. Look at what the water looks like from up here. It's almost better from up top. That's sick. Wow, it's so still. Oh, look. Look on the other side. There's, you got the gravel bar, and on the other side, there's a hidden little other cairn. So cool. Back at camp, I'm at the other eating area. If you want privacy at Floe Lake, you can do it. Come to this eating area. And you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. I just finished opening all 10 of these. There's not a single thing in any of them except for garbage. Now, what self-respecting backpacker brings McDonald's out onto the trail? On top of that, they leave the garbage behind. There's a little bench the other eating area is on, the one that everyone uses. Now let's walk down this way. This is completely ridiculous. I must sound like a broken record, but this is ridiculous. A lot of people walk down here clearly because there's actually kind of a footpath that has developed over time. Look at this thing. I'm starting to think this is an old constructed trail. Maybe this was like the original trail before, yeah, maybe then they built something in the woods instead, less damage or whatever. I don't know. Maybe the glaciers came down here like 25 years ago, so this was a trail built to like literally go see it. Oh my god, I feel like there's a ledge there. Wow, is there a foot trail like around the damn lake? I don't know if I want to ruin people's view. Dude in a yellow, orange jacket walking across, but that is a constructed trail. It really is. I have choice. There is definitely a trail. And then I looked up here. I mean, I was following this, but you can see there's a trail going up that. I think I'll go up that. Let's see what's going on here. I don't have that much time until sunset, so I can't piss around too much, but I mean, this is clearly a constructed trail. This is something old. Wow. I think this is an old trail out of here, you know. before they constructed a trail in the woods. The original trail is a full 350 meters off in this direction. So you can still kind of see it there. Comes over here. And then, I mean, I'm not going to go down into the rock and see if I can find it, right? But not bad. Not bad. Nice shot of these. This is about as close as you can get right now, unless you're going to go jamming through all these rocks. Well, there's an angle most people don't get on this lake. That's kind of cool. Okay, I have to confess, I looked up in here and I couldn't resist. There are signs over there saying stay on trail. And so I came in and broke that rule. To me, this is definitely some kind of old campsite. And took me about 10 seconds. And yeah, I found a garbage pile. How old? I always ask that. I always say that. How old do you think it is? Based on what I usually find on labels, I'm going to go ahead and say that one of these is corn syrup. Crazy, man. It is crazy the stuff you can find. So now I'm even more convinced that that was the original trail that I've been walking up. By the way, I set a horrible example, right? There's hundreds of people, maybe even thousands that come to this site every year. If all of them tramped everywhere, everything would be trampled. So please don't follow my example. Just watch and see what I found, and hopefully that's enough for you. I decided to climb up the moraine there. It actually looked like a nice little, again, another man-made ledge. And yeah, just got a better look at this stuff. All the red from the dust and stuff that comes off the rocks. Well, I imagine what this would have looked like 20 years ago. That one there with all the ice caves. It's pretty cool stuff. I love it here. Did you notice? How much can I explore? My God. Hell, I can even see, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that little gap is not Numa Pass. It's probably there. Yeah. Look how close the fire got to wiping out. I am so happy that did not come and wipe out Floe Lake campsite. Like, yeah, it came within like 500 meters, man. Thank God for small things. I feel like outfitters have really made their mark up here. This is even better than the one I took. The one I took was over there. Like, there's several little trails coming up this moraine. That's funny. And then of course the trail going across down there at the bottom along the lake for a little bit. I think that's all outfitters just making, you know, making it enjoyable for their guests. It's part of business, right? All right, I will try this trail for a bit. It's about 10 minutes, maybe 15 until sunset. So the time the sun's rays to take to go away, I can walk back. I'm gonna take advantage of every minute I got out here. Enjoying it. Look at this ledge, right? I mean, this is not an accident. I think this is as far as I'm gonna go. You can still follow it there. It's still kind of there, right? Honestly, I feel like I can still see a little bit over there as well. So you could probably follow it all along this lake. I don't think things are gonna change that much as far as view. All right, I gotta dog over there. I'm gonna zoom into the cabin. Just I'll try. There we go. There's like 4 or 5 dogs. A whole bunch of them. You can see I haven't gone that far. It's good to know your history of stuff, right? I know that outfitters built these trails, you know, like purely to make money, for guests' enjoyment. I mean, back then, people that came out here, they were wealthy. They paid good money. And they had the money to get themselves horses and get themselves, you know, horse packing trips and all that sort of thing. So they're the ones who built all these trails. I mean, the one over Good Sir Pass might have been, you know, an old native one or something, but they used Otter Tail Pass. So I'm not sure how much Good Sir Pass was a trail, but I mean, yeah. As far as I know, the Rockwall was pretty much, I mean, you can't really go anywhere here, right? There's no pass. So I'm not sure the natives actually, yeah. Look at the water. See right through it, and then it becomes a mirror. You see the sky. It's ridiculous. Needless to say, I am super happy I came here and on a beautiful day. God almighty. You think about it, outfitters built this, and equestrian groups built a lot of trails. Inside the parks, outside the parks. And this trail, I haven't seen a single horse paddy, and there's no horse campgrounds. There are no horses allowed. Kind of a screw job, for sure. Who built the trails to begin with? The outfitters on horses. So I'm surrounded by like 4 other tents, so good night.